Hi everyone, welcome to Firesoultarot. Today I am reading about your future spouse and their most intense and deepest feelings for you as a married couple, so towards you when you're married. So for pile 1 we have the love language, physical touch, and the diamond ring. For pile 2 we have the freedom card and the ruby ring, and for pile 3 we have the third party card and the sapphire ring. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to divide this reading in 3 parts. One part is going to be tarot, then I'm going to be looking at some oracle cards to go in further details, and then for the ones of you that stay till the end, it's going to be a long reading I presume, and for the ones of you that decide to stick till the end, I already pre-shuffled some cards which gave very specific stories, I find. So of course that part may resonate with some of you, not everyone. It's up to you if you want to decide to stay until the end. And before I start the reading, I just want to remind you that I will be drawing the winner for a free personal reading with me when I reach 3,000 subscribers. If you want to be in for the chance to win, you can check the description box. Alright, so I'll see you at your pile. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. I hope you are keeping well. So you picked the diamond ring and this clear quartz crystal. I feel with this crystal that the deepest feelings that your future spouse will feel for you are extremely pure feelings of love. It's going to be a very pure unconditional love. At the same time, I see though this physical touch is going to be very important for the two of you. So it's very passionate and very pure at the same time, these feelings of love that your future spouse will feel for you during your married life. So let's put this up here and let's clarify with tarot. So for pile 1, let's see, what are the deepest feelings that their future spouse will feel for pile 1 during their married life together? Two of air, that's the 2 of swords. Queen of fire, the sun, so pile 1, you're represented by the Queen of Fire, regardless of if you're a woman or a man. And your future spouse will feel for you very deep feelings of passion and love. You can see the heart chakra highlighted specifically in this Queen of Wands. And because they are so passionate about you and because they love you so much, you're going to melt that layer of protection that your future spouse will have with the 2 of swords. That layer of being nearly shy about their feelings, nearly shy about expressing how much they feel for you. So your future spouse could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And they definitely tend to stay a bit in their head and not to share immediately their feelings in an open way. And yet what they feel for you is an extreme amount of attraction, an extreme amount of passion and magnetism. You are this alluring creature, and for them, and it's like they just can't resist you, and it's just going to be very like an intense pull, and you bring this light, you bring this spark, you bring a lot of joy for them with the Sun card. So there is immense amount of happiness that you bring to this person. They really enjoy your presence, your warm embrace. You bring this very fiery energy. You could be a fire sign or have it very strongly in your chart. So I feel like your future spouse will feel that you are somebody that makes them like nearly like turn inside out, in the fact that they finally get to experience a depth of feelings and get to express it, because the Sun is about bringing things to light. And so they finally come out of this sort of shell and blocked energy and open up their heart chakra and express this love that they feel for you. So you melt their heart and you allow them for their feelings to flow freely. And this is the effect you have on them, and this is their deepest feelings are deepest feelings of love, with this heart chakra here, of happiness, joy, good laughter, good fun together, adventure. The Queen of Fire is somebody that goes on adventures, that enjoys the thrill. So it's it's like, it's that kind of eruptive type of love. It's very strong, very passionate, very fiery, so that they feel for you. Right, let's clarify. What are the deepest feelings of the future spouse for pile 1? Look at the King of Fire now, King of Wands. That's the counterpart. So that's a confirmation that you are a perfect match for each other. Look at the Two of Cups, how beautiful is this? So, pile 1. Your future spouse feels like you really complete them as a person. You have this kind of, let's say, symbiotic relationship, like what you bring completes me. And this is the yin and the yang, it's like masculine and feminine. So with the Justice card, you are very well balanced together, so your future spouse feels like you are the right choice for them. You're the right one, and therefore they're willing to invest and to be patient with you and to see what you can build together. They're willing to put in hard work and to be very patient with you, no matter what your requests are. I feel like they want to bring you a fair treatment. So your future spouse is basically, during your married life together, your future spouse will be drawn by this very strong force of love towards the fact that they want to treat you right, and they want a lot of reciprocity that is clear and out in the open for everyone to see. So they are very happy to be with you, and they want everybody to know that you are together. There is they don't want anybody to doubt that this is a couple we're talking about, and that nobody can interfere with this marriage, because justice is about contracts, and in this case is the marital contract of two people coming into union, represented by the Two of Cups. So this spread is very clear about the fact that your future spouse feels this very deep bond with you, and that they absolutely married you for all the right reasons, and they want to invest into you. So let's clarify further. I'm going to move up a little bit further your card, so we make space for another row of tarot. Let's see what else wants to come out for pile 1. Queen of Swords, King of Wands again, confirmation. Oh, the Emperor. Hold on. So we have the Emperor, the Seven of Pentacles again, and the Ace of Wands. Look at this. So your future spouse admires your intellectual side as well as your passionate side and your go-getter side, like your boss type of attitude. You command respect in their eyes, and they feel an enormous amount of a sense of like, I really can talk to this person, I can really have a clever conversation, intellectual conversation. You two not only are drawn physically to each other and very passionately, but you're also drawn to each other intellectually. So you find each other conversation really pleasant, very interesting, very informative, and this is part of the attraction that you feel for each other, which this intellectual bond transforms into moment of steamy passion, because you feel like you're so well matched, and so your future spouse, what they will feel during the married life with you, particularly if you're looking for a man, your future spouse will want to make plans and have an organized life with you. They will have a sense of direction, and they will want to communicate that to you as well. They will discuss this with you, so they're not going to treat you as an equal. You're going to be equal in this union, because your future spouse has great esteem of you. Your future spouse values your opinion, and therefore they're going to consult you on every single situation and decision. How are we going to make things grow for ourselves? What do we need to do? Which is the best way to move forward? So it's going to be a very good cooperation, and it's driven by intellect, passion. Your future spouse is as much as a boss as you are of his own life or her own life, depending on who you are watching. If you're a man looking for a woman, your future wife will be somebody that feels for you, looks at you like you can be of good guidance, like that. If we're talking here about a wife, she's gonna be really happy to follow your lead. And if you're looking for a man and you're a woman, you're going to look at your future spouse as a very good leader, somebody that you are happy to invest with, because we have the Seven of Pentacles now twice, so that's another confirmation. With the Ace of Wands, you both feel very drawn to each other, like any touch, any vicinity of your bodies is just going to spark this extreme amount of passion and outburst of emotions mixed with passion. It's like that kind of feeling of transport, and it's eruptive. It's like a volcano. It's like an eruption of feelings that transforms into passion, and therefore they're going to bear fruits. Then they're going to basically these passionate encounters are going to give children. I feel, for if some of you desire to have children, are still in the age. And in any case, even if you don't want children, I feel like these encounters will activate very much each other's sacral chakra as a starter, and this will bring a lot of projects and plans that you share. So if it's not a birth of a baby, it's going to be the birth of new projects, new endeavors, new things that you want to build together, that you want to see take place in your life. So I feel like you two are going to really create a lot together as even partner up in business. Now I'm telling you this because during your oracle card, I meditated on the oracles for quite a long time, actually, I have to say. And what really struck me in your pile one, was the fact that there is a clear indication here through the Lenormand cards, and as well as these cards here of the animal spirits. There is a clear indication of the birth of, for example, a shared business, because I have these three cards: the Tower, the Clover, and the park. Actually, I always call it the garden, but this is called the park. And what these three cards talk about together is the forming a business together, because a partnership, because this tower indicates legal, like some form of legality, like when, let's say, when you create a new company, okay, and you have to do some paperwork, and then the park together with the tower means some public business, something that is like literally like a business that people in the public can see. So this is literally the birth of a successful, with the Clover card, a successful business that you two are going to create together. Now, of course, this message may not be for everyone, but I really have to talk about it since it's here in the cards. So you two are going to lay this very solid foundation that is also based on material wealth with each other. And I say this because here I have these animal cards, the beaver spirit that says lay a solid foundation, which is a confirmation of the fact that you two are building together something that will constitute the basis of your life together. So it's a beautiful cooperation, and the deepest feelings that your future spouse feels are feelings of love that are going to give together in union with you birth to beautiful projects. That's what I see here in the cards. And this bee spirit says sweet results await, because the Clover card is a card of good luck and fortune. So you two together are going to create something very solid and very, very good, something very prosperous, that's going to feel very sweet, as if finally you conquered everything you wanted in life. And this is all carried on by these feelings of love. The love card came up by these dreams that you share. So these are your shared dreams for a beautiful life together. And by the freedom card, that basically, I'll explain what this is. When I pulled this card, I was thinking that your future spouse, I got this message that your future spouse, because in combination with this death, it says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So these two cards, when I was meditating, the message was that your future spouse was locked in a phase of their life where they felt that their freedom was represented by being on their own. This person really valued their freedom as a person, so they probably stayed single for some time before meeting you, and they really felt like they were being free by being single. But actually, that was a cage that they had built around themselves. So it was an apparent freedom, the fact that they were on their own and doing whatever they kind of pleased and whatever they thought was right at the time, at any time, given point, you know. But actually, then they realized that they were caging themselves by not letting themselves fall in love and open up to love again. And this kind of tells me that they went through something traumatic in their past, which is confirmed by other oracle cards I meditated on, so I'll show you in a short time. So the ending of their so-called freedom as a single person actually represents for them a new beginning, and a new beginning for a life that is actually what they dreamt. You know, the dreams of having a beautiful partner beside you, the dreams, there is a house here at the back, it is a building here. The dream of building something with somebody else was something that they wanted. But what happened in their life is that they went through something difficult. And so for some period of time, this person caged themselves and they didn't let their love flow freely. But when they will unblock themselves from this because they meet you, it's going to be a process. And you're going to melt, as I said, this cage that they built around them, around their heart. And you're going to make them understand through this awakening that love is real, that love is pure, and they can trust in love, and that they can express their emotions. So it appears after this awakening that your future spouse will have after meeting you, that they will actually be so excited to express finally and indulge into emotions, because this person, I feel like, had locked their heart, and to finally gallop in the sea of the emotions represented by this water that this horse is kicking with their hooves. This represents the fact that this person had to go through many different cycles before coming to the point of expressing again their feelings. So it's been like an healing process for them, an awakening journey of ascension. And I would say that what's going to start this ascension is your physical touch, your presence, your energy, your sunny predisposition with the sun card. You're literally going to melt this barrier that they've built. And the deepest feelings that your future spouse is going to feel are very deep feelings of joy, gratitude, and that they want to follow their intuition about trusting in your love, trusting in what you are presenting to them. This beautiful, regardless of your gender, this is an angel, you're anyway Archangel Haniel, and you're bringing all this prosperity to them, prosperity of feelings, emotions, and they absolutely love your smile. That's what's coming up for me from this card specifically. And the passion between you two is going to be something that really draws them in and pulls them into your spiritual connection together. So you two are very, very much of divine counterparts, I feel. And this is the type of trauma I was talking about, which could have taken place certainly in childhood, during their childhood, They could have felt neglected, abandoned, and therefore they might have developed a feeling of unworthiness and feeling rejected by others, feeling like they are not enough, feeling sort of like their self-esteem was very much compromised. And I feel that you're going to completely restore this, because I have this card which really told me about this. It says, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, which is what you, pile one, is able to do, are able to, like you that you're watching this pile, you are able to do this. You are able to navigate through different levels of consciousness because you are an ascended soul, and ability to see the potential in everything. So you will see the potential in your future spouse, for as low their self-esteem could be at the point in time when you meet them. You will see the potential, and what they will appreciate, your future spouse will appreciate, is the fact that they finally feel valued by another person that they really feel it's valuable. So to feel valued by a person that you believe to be very, very valuable is something that really uplifts them and brings them up on another level of raises up their level of energy, really energetic level, to bring them to the same level that actually you are. So this will be a process. It's not going to be probably straightforward, I would say, but it's going to happen. And you're going to motivate. So what your future spouse's deepest feelings for you are is that they feel strongly about you because they understand that you value them, that you see their potential, that you see them as a person, and that you see everything they bring as a person. And this will motivate them so much that their third chakra, the solar plexus chakra, their solar plexus chakra is going to be lit because they feel so much more powerful, because you have brought this sense of certainty in their life that yes, they are valuable. It's kind of a confirmation for them. It's the type of confirmation that they were looking for, because deep inside themselves they know their worth. Your future spouse knows their worth, but some way, somehow during their path, somebody compromised this sense of self-worth, and therefore you coming into their life brings restoration to this sense of self-worth as an external confirmation that they needed. And this is going to really motivate them to take action, to invest, to want to build with you. And resilient, may your soul weather the storms. You give them this sense of, yes, I can do it, to be like they can be resilient, they can be strong. You give them this sense of power, strength. Honestly, it came out so much through these oracle cards here, and they're going to work through their fears. So your presence in their life is going to make them feel like they can, defeat any obstacles, that they can overcome any fears, any doubts that they had. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful cooperation between you two, and you give them this sense of peace. So the feelings that your future spouse feels for you, of course, have a lot to do with how you make them feel. You bring them this sense of peace, and therefore their love for you grows because you give them a sense of calm, harmony, a sense of balance. They were probably off balance. As I see the Two of Swords there, it reminds me nearly of the Two of Pentacles, the pose of that Two of Swords that we saw at the beginning. So I feel like they were off balance, and they see you as their true love. So this love is really very pure, as I said. This is going to be the romance of a lifetime. So that you two are going to share. And there is going to be between you two an immense amount of trust for each other and a sense of discovering each other first of all, because as I said, you two are extremely drawn mentally as well as physically to each other, so, and emotionally. So you two are drawn to each other like a magnet. There is a magnet here. There is also a lock with a key. So you are unlocking their heart as well as they are unlocking your heart. You two resonate really well. There is this really like a bell. So the resonance between your energy of you two, the energy of you two resonates perfectly. You're in very good resonance with each other. So you're going to share the emotions. You see the 2 cups here. You're going to share your emotions because you trust each other. Like there is nothing else like each other's embrace. Very comforting. So the deepest feelings that your future spouse feels for you are this immense sense of trust that you would never harm them, and this sense of pure true love, as well as I'm very curious about seeing what more can I discover about my future spouse, about pile 1. Like there is a sense of all throughout your married life, it will never end the discovery of each other on every single side. You are such an interesting person for your future spouse, so it's very clear that they want to go on this adventure with you. We have the curious heart. Excuse me. Your future spouse wants to go on this great new adventure with you, this adventure for life. They feel very motivated to do so. They're extremely drawn, as I said, that they want to know, they want to discover more of what you two can build together, what you two can experience together, you know. So it's a whole discovery. It's like it's the salt of life, is what gives them that kind of zest for life, that kind of spark. And you know, this is the deepest feelings that your future spouse feels for you. Now I'm going to clear this all out, and I'm now coming into the most specific part of the reading. So for the ones of you that want to stay, I'm more than happy to do this with you. And for the others of you that are saying goodbye, I would appreciate if you like this reading so far to like like the video, and to support my work, to subscribe. But let's clear this out. Okay, pile 1. So here we go with the next set of cards that we got for you. So this is very specific. It tells a story. So I'm going to show you what came out. So it came out, of course, only take the messages that are resonating for you, because these are very specific, so it will definitely not be for everyone. But let's see. So we have the sorrow, and I asked to clarify, and poverty came out, and thoughts as well. So then I had the letter, and I asked to clarify, and marriage came out. Then I had the thoughts. Then I had the sweetheart and the melancholy, and I asked to clarify the melancholy, and sudden wealth came out. Then I had the service, and I'm gonna pull them up a bit because I need more space. And I clarified, and it came out the coffin. Then I had misfortune card, clarified by the main female. And then I had the reunion card, clarified by the change card. So I'll tell you now what I see here. So what I'm seeing here is a specific story that probably will resonate with only a few of you. And in this story, what I see is that your future spouse, during, I feel this is before meeting you, will feel a sense of sorrow because they have financial issues with this poverty card, which gives them a lot of thoughts, a lot of difficult thoughts, he puts them in their head. Now, in this specific card, there is also a woman, but I also have the thoughts card here with the man being very puzzled and worried. So I feel like your future spouse, before or while they're meeting you, let's say at the beginning of your story, will have some issues, financial issues, which are going to give them a lot of difficult thoughts, a lot of worries. But at the same time, when they meet you, you're going to strike their attention, and you're going to be a lot in their thoughts. So they're going to start thinking about you a lot, and they're going to communicate with you. They're going to message you a lot. I see this sweetheart with the letter in her hand. Now, regardless of your gender, this means that your future spouse will want to communicate with you and text you and keep in touch with you, even during these troublesome times of difficult financial problems, Now, what I see next is that this misfortune, these financial problems may have occurred, and only take this, of course, if it is for you, because of the separation from another main female with whom they were previously in a form of relationship. Now, this could be an ex-spouse. This could be a spouse that potentially died, because there is also the coffin. This could be a spouse that they divorced from, or a person that they had a long-term relationship and it ended, but they had maybe something in common, which ended up bringing difficult financial constraints on their end, because when sometimes, if you have shared possessions, properties, or whatever, shared bank accounts, and you split from somebody, that can really, every split generally ends up in a loss of money and finances. So I see your future spouse having gone through such difficulties in one way or another. Now, I also feel that there is going to be this coffin can represent either the end of this relationship, or it could represent an actual death that is going to occur then in your future spouse's life, and that is going to bring sudden wealth, because I see this melancholy card just beside the coffin card, and seeing this person now, regardless of their gender, this is energy, somebody sad for the death of somebody, but this will lead to sudden wealth through an inheritance, I see. And then this will allow you to sort of to build together and to get married, based on the fact that there are now money available to bring to life your in a practical way, your married life together, because before you were sweethearts and you loved each other, but because of these financial constraints, it was not possible to probably build a life together, getting married, and the expenses of buying a home or building a home, whatever that entails, right? So what I see here is that you two are going to reunite, and this reunion is going to bring a major change, represented by you two moving in, living together, I feel, after getting married, and sending invitations to everyone to your marriage. So this is what I see through these cards as a love story between you two. So now, to conclude this reading, I would like to leave you with a message from Spirit, from the angels. So let me clear this out and gather a message for you. Okay, so as I took out the box deck, this card jumped out, so I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to also shuffle and get a new card. This card here specifically talks about spiritual awakening. It says new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and heading in the right direction. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, pile 1, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. And the angel number is 1001. But let's gather another message. Let's see, what message do the angels have for pile 1? Wow, look at this, 0000, limitless potential, reset, relaxation, unknown surrender, finish line, success, victory. This serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished. If you can dream it, there is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension and relax. So pile 1, this was your message. If you liked it, please like this video. Subscribe my channel to support my work. I appreciate anyone who has already taken any steps to support me. Thank you so much to anyone who decides to comment and let me know what they thought about the reading and if this resonated. As well, share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching this reading, as my intention is always to bring messages of clarity to anyone who needs it. Thank you very much and have a great day. Hi Pal 2, welcome to your reading. So you picked the ruby ring and the moonstone heart. I feel like with this moonstone heart, your future spouse will feel a very intuitive connection with you. They will understand you very, very easily. They will feel understood by you as well. You may have even sort of a strong telepathic connection. You may not necessarily need words to communicate. That's what I feel with your crystal. Now with this freedom card, I feel like one of their deepest feelings is that they really appreciate the fact that you do not push the boundaries of, in terms of being extremely possessive. I feel like you leave your future spouse an healthy space for breathing and for in a room to be their own individual self, as well as together with you. So the fact that you actually leave your future spouse be themselves and be free creates this magnetic drawn to you that makes them want to be around you even more. So that's what I'm feeling so far. But let's see through tarot. What are the deepest feelings that your future spouse will feel during your married life together, pile 2? Let's see. 5 of water, King of earth, Five of air, and 7 of air. I'm feeling through these cards that what your future spouse really appreciates about you is this very earthy energy. You could have a very strong earth placements in your chart. Anyway, regardless of your birth chart, what you bring to them is this feeling of reliability. And when everyone else around them is up to deceive them, or is up to question them and argue with them, and creates an emotionally difficult environment for them, when they feel like surrounded by toxicity and people that are just there ready to argue and to create a storm, they feel like you ground them. your future spouse feels like you really bring them back to a place of stability, and they know they can rely on you. You're like this rock, this king of earth, regardless of your gender. This is energy. You're this very potent, supportive rock that they can always count on. So when everything around them creates confusion, they know that you are there for them. So that's what I'm feeling with this set of cards. I'm going to move it up so I can clarify. Let's see. Clarify, what are the deepest feelings that the future spouse for pile 2 feels for pile 2 during their married life together? Hold on. I don't want the entire block, just a few cards at a time. 6 of Wands. 5 of Cups again, look at this. Confirmation of the previous message. Look, King of Pentacles. Honestly, Tarot doesn't lie. It's just the way it is. Alright, hold on. Page of Cups, Queen of Wands. There it is. There is the couple. Now I'm going to overlap on the 5 of Cups so you can see it. And Page of Cups. Right, so well, with this Queen of Wands, one of the feelings that they feel for you is this strong passion and strong fire and attraction. So you are alluring, you are like a magnet. You're just this glorious person, I heard, like very much in your own element. You're very charismatic, and they have a lot of admiration for you. But I also feel that another strong feeling that they have for you is the fact that they really appreciate your humble side, the fact that you are somebody very genuine. When you offer your love, you are very genuine, and they really, your future spouse really appreciates your childlike spirit, as well as I feel like your physical beauty, because you are probably a very youthful person regardless of your age. You probably look younger than your age, and your future spouse admires this physical attractiveness. But also I feel there is something really pure of your own heart, of your own emotions, which really surprises your future spouse. And so you're this cool combination of grounded like a rock, and gentle like a feather, you know, that kind of lightness of gentle feelings, genuine feelings. So you have this very, in a way, mixed energy, you know, but it's a beautiful mix. And it really makes your future spouse appreciate what they have with you. So yeah, there is a lot of different very deep feelings. This sense of being grounded, this sense of being supported, and as well this strong sense of physical attractiveness, passion, but also being attracted to your personality, and which is a mix of maturity as well as joyful, sunny approach to life, like a child, you know, with the, you kind of have this sense of wonder and awe when you look at the world. You have this you know, like nearly like this view of the world that's very how do you say, naive in a way, but in a good way. You know, it's not like as I said, you are mature as well, so it's nice, it's refreshing to your future spouse that you can still see so much beauty in the world. So really, what really I think your future spouse is surprised by you. What really surprises them about you is the fact that you are very mature, but at the same time very pure in your heart, and you sustain them in a way that makes them go out and conquer the world, conquer what they need to conquer. So and get better, feel better when other things are upsetting them. With this Five of Cups repeated twice now. So let me clarify with another tarot spread. I saw the Four of Wands. I feel like you give them this sense of stability that it's very important to your future spouse. I feel like your future spouse has experienced some form of betrayal in their life and some form of very strong conflict with other people, either it be their family. Will investigate, but I have also oracle cards that will tell me more. I already meditated on them, I just need to look at them again, so all this energy will come back. Look at this, Queen of Pentacles. Now we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So Six of Swords. So you're a perfect couple, just to start. Divine feminine, divine masculine, in perfect alignment. Look at the Temperance. This is the sense of balance, as I was speaking about it, that you give them, this sense of harmony. Your emotions with their emotions really alchemize really well. You bring them in this place of peace. From the Six of Swords is a card that talks about coming from choppy waters, something that's upsetting you emotionally and mentally as well, and coming, sailing or rowing in this case towards a calmer place, a place made of listening, understanding, understanding each other. You offer them. I actually think the oracle card of listening was coming out, so I'll show you. That's confirmation as well. Death. Let's get one more card. And Judgment. Look at this. You bring a powerful energy in their life of renewal. You see, death is a process of transformation that is not painless, it's not pain-free. So your future spouse feels supported by you. Look at the Sun at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to pull it out as well. So your future spouse feels supported from you in this process of death and rebirth, literally. In this process of deleting whatever in the past doesn't help to feel good, and like kind of, basically erasing, sorry, not deleting, erasing things from the past and letting them all go. That things from the past that created as well pain, for what I've understood from many different cards in here, and erasing this and awakening in a new journey together as two souls that really create a good match, because King and Queen of Pentacles, right? So yeah, that says it all. I mean, and then the Sun, you bring joy, you bring this spark, you bring warmth in their heart, so the deepest feeling they feel is that extreme joy, a sense of freedom with you, a sense of rebirth from whatever was not serving them in the past, a sense of, yes, I can move forward because I have this beautiful companion beside me that is going to support me in this journey of transformation of my own life towards something that feels more aligned with what I want, with a sense of peace, stability, balance. So you really bring it all to your future spouse. There is not much more to add in regards to these tarot spreads, but there is definitely something more to add. I have plenty of oracle cards, so let me go through these ones. So I'm actually going to clear this tarot spread so I can pull out these oracle cards in more in order. Okay, so this card came out, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So your future spouse basically felt fear about acknowledging that something was not right in their life. They were trying to deny that. They were in denial about something not working in their life. But they overcame this fear, and I feel like they overcame it even further because they met you and you brought a different energy in their life, and you sort of awakened them with that judgment card we saw earlier. So you brought some insight with your own presence and with your own probably also advice. You might have given advice. You will be giving them advice unless you already know them. And your future spouse will feel like you're giving them very, very powerful and significant insights in their own life. And this is actually making them understand further what kind of steps do they need to take in order to improve their life. So I'll show you now the following cards, which is very interesting. It's a whole story that panned out. We have the animals that really talks about that intuition that you are awakening in your future spouse, this insight, this awareness. I feel it's happening very instinctually as they relate to you, as you look after them, as you take care of them, as you protect them. They're feeling like they can lighten the load with you. So as a married couple, their deepest feelings is that you help them to lighten up their load. Whatever they were carrying that felt really heavy just by themselves, you help them to carry this load and to possibly even free them from this load with your insights. And this really brings them to a place of empowerment. They feel like you are very attentive with the way you speak to them about this delicate matter. And so what they feel for you is an extreme sense of respect, because they understand that you are being very gentle in the approach to some topics that they are very sensitive about. So this parrot spirit confirms that you are very good at let's say giving them your mind, your peace of mind. So you give them your opinions, but then you sort of leave them the space to reflect on what you have said in regards to situations that they needed to unload for themselves. And you leave them the freedom to work through this healing by themselves as well. So you are that kind of a very good advisor in a way, that like you are this kind of companion that is able to support them at times when they really need it, and then leave them the freedom to evolve by themselves, which is very important for the soul growth. So you're being very mature, you're having this very grown-up approach, and you do it in such a beautiful way, because your energy of the Page of Cups is this gentleness with which you approach the difficult themes that your future spouse presents to you. Now, with the sun coming out again, followed by the birds, and then there is this magnifying lens, and then we have the the compass, followed by the rider card. So what this is really telling me, these cards here in the Lenormand, they're telling a story about your future spouse and the type of journey that they are going through. Because your future spouse is bringing to light things about their life which were in the obscurity. I see this moon here. So your future spouse is working on bringing up, I feel, things of their in their subconscious that they have not, that they've kind of avoided with this denial card. So I feel like there were things that really upset them and hurt them, but they were in denial, and you know, you are helping them to highlight this these shadows, these, let's call them demons, these shadow sides, and you are helping them to figure out what exactly they need to do in order to regain a sense of direction in their own life, to start anew, which is the confirmation of that judgment, awakening, and you know, rebirthing that they need to do. So during your married life together, you will help your future spouse to sort of gain a sense of new direction for their own life, and that's going to be monumental, because all those major arcana that we saw, it means like this is going to be a massive change. So you two coming together as a married couple is really going to transform your future spouse's life, and your future spouse, for that reason, is going to feel very understood, first of all, with this card of ancient wisdom, understanding. They see you as very, very wise and able to help them understand themselves, their life. And also, you're going to ignite this creative side of them. So you're going to help them to lighten up their load by being such a good companion, and then helping them to delve into things that they might have repressed. So your future spouse, the deepest feelings that they feel for you is this sense of gratefulness for your presence in their life, for being such a good companion, for being such a good friend to them, and being somebody that they can count on no matter what. Now, this Five of Voices that came out in this deck is very interesting, and I'm going to read it to you because I feel this really needs a read. I found it so interesting when I saw it, when I read about it. Okay, so here we go. This Five of Voices says the keywords are feelings of defeat, learning from lessons of loss, fighting, winning at all costs, a time to extend an olive branch, seeing what's really important, failure, being hurt, and bullying. So I feel like somehow your future spouse experienced this in their life. And then Iris says, I'm going to win. I am the one who deserves this. It doesn't matter who gets in my way. Nothing will stop me. I don't care what it takes to make this happen. The muse of the Five of Voices looks down, reflecting back the ways we can miss what really matters as we strive to win. We saw the Six of Wands earlier. So what you are going to do for your future spouse really is to make them understand what is the real win in life. Like, they don't need to win every single battle with every single person that provokes them, for example, or that wants to be wants to fight with them. So you're going to basically make them have a different perspective, and your future spouse is going to feel such a relief of this burden, because before I feel like your future spouse was kind of very reactive. I feel like they are represented by the Queen of Wands that we saw in the previous spread, and I feel like they have a bit of a reactive temperament, not really towards you as much, but I feel like they have been pretty much reactive to people that were upsetting them. And here it says, sometimes we find ourselves falling victim to someone else's ambition or iniquity, and other times it is we ourselves who have lost on the path to victory. We forget about how we should get there, and we forgo our better interests, our integrity, our balance, our humanity, in order to come out on top. So there may have been even cases where your future spouse, to come on top, may have done things that were out of their own integrity. And here it says, how do you want to feel at the top of that ladder you're climbing? Where does it really go? What costs are you paying to win? The load, feeling stressed, feeling overwhelmed, and what fallout is associated with those costs? Seek connection and trust, and ascend with friendship, forgiveness, and deep compassion. When winning your success resents the failure that it costs, how many broken stories forgive the pieces that you've lost? So basically, this is telling that what you're going to really help your future spouse with is the ability to regain perspective about what really matters in life, I feel. And they're going to be extremely grateful to you for these pieces of wisdom that you're bringing. In fact, here we have the forgiving art, which says, don't let the past imprison you in the present. And this prison of the past that brought them sorrow is represented also by this. I want to show you. By this card that says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So your future spouse lost control of their life at some point. And by marrying you and by being with you, they're going to feel like you're helping them, you're supporting them in this journey of letting go of resentments, forgiving and letting go, and freeing themselves. And freeing themselves from also this pain. Wrath is about sadness, something that puts you down with your moods. Put down your energy, puts down your mood. So your future spouse, while to really feels uplifted by you, and we saw the sun energy twice. So you bring this joy, and the joy, I mean, it comes also from these passionate times that you share. There is this passion card here, which confirms the passion that is depicted in the freedom card. And as well, we have another one about chemistry. So your chemistry is really special. You two are going to have amazing chemistry, and this is going to first of all be very enjoyable for your future spouse. So your future spouse feels an extreme amount of passion for you, so that's very good. But on top of that, you're also helping them ascend emotionally, and they were longing for love and they were feeling lonely, and you are actually now there for them as a married couple, as well as you are really helping them to free themselves from whatever was bringing them down, and making them feel empowered again, gaining strength, and gaining a sense of determination in wanting to live a better life after all. And you do all this by really using your seductive qualities, which make your future spouse open up their heart and reconnect to their true self, I feel, to their authentic self, just as they would be when they're not really upset and bogged down by whomever is upsetting their energetic field, and then there is this dating art. It says, learn to lead from wisdom. Exactly. So your future spouse, from you, I think this represents your heart. I think you are this daring heart that is teaching them to lead from wisdom and to not let themselves be carried away by feelings of conflict, resentments. This person did that to me, this kind of getting reactive about life and about life circumstances, and interactions with others. So in actual fact, what your future spouse is going to feel as deep feelings is a deep feeling of healing that comes from you, healer of the ages. You're literally healing your future spouse. I mean, you're helping them to go through this healing journey. And here there is shine. May you be a lighthouse. You're literally shining a light with the sun card repeated twice, with the this daring heart guiding them towards wisdom. You're basically being a guiding light for them, and you're making them feel safe, because this card says you and your loved ones are safe. So you're giving them the sense of um, that they can trust you, which is represented by this image, of this person that's kind of leaning onto the other person for support. Now, regardless of your gender, these are energies, and so basically, you give them this listening ear. You offer them your very good listening ear, and they feel understood by you. They feel supported as well. You restore their sense of faith in better things for their future. So it's really like a big step forward for them in terms of feeling like there is a brighter future ahead, because I feel like your future spouse has gone through some pretty dark times for what I'm seeing, and you absolutely fulfill their own wishes. Like, there is this fulfillment card that really shows that, especially through your physical touch, but not just that, you really make them feel extremely fulfilled. It's like, I mean, how many more cards of passion and good chemistry, feeling satisfied, like you literally satisfy them on every single level, I can see. And you make them feel like they get to know once again their worth. So their sense of worth rises up once again, and with you, like they feel very valued by you, and they feel their sense of self-esteem is actually growing as well. So this message came out also in pile one. I feel like a lot of similar, not exactly the same, but something similar is there as well. Now, so this part of the reading, um, it's concluded. Now I'm going to be more going into the details of something about your love life together as a married couple, and this is very detailed. So for the ones of you that feel like wanting to continue watching, I'll be clearing this out and starting with this other part of the reading. And for the ones of you that don't feel like continuing and want to say goodbye, please, if you like this video, do like it, and subscribe to my channel to support my work. I really appreciate anyone who already did it. So let's continue with the last part of the reading. Right, so I realized that this is probably an extremely specific message, so only take whatever resonates for you. Let's have a look. So I got the cheerfulness card, and and when I asked for clarifier, the family room came up. Then I have the sigh card, clarified by the imprisonment card. Then I have the malady card, clarified by the child card. And the falseness card, clarified by the official person. Then I got the fool card, clarified by the gift. And I got the fortune card, clarified by the courtship. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that the fact that you two will start your relationship, courting each other, frequenting each other, is going to be a really good stroke of luck, pile 2. And I think it's going to bring a lot of happiness within both families. The fact that you two are getting married is going to bring to the families of both of you and your future spouse a lot of happy times, and it's going to be celebrated. But I see that there is something that feels sort of something that feels a bit of a barrier. There is something, and of course that will be different if even present for any of you. This is definitely a message for some of you, but there is something that feels like is an obstacle in the relationship between you two, because I see this enemy, the foe, that is going to present a gift for you two becoming a married couple. And this gift will be, looking really shiny, really good, but it's actually like a sort of a false gift to mask the real intentions of this person that doesn't really have good intentions towards you two coming together. Now, who this is, it will be very different for each of you, because this is not a personal reading, and even if this resonates with any of you, to be honest, but it does resonate with the rest of the reading, I feel, because what I saw is that there is definitely this energy of deception that surrounds your future spouse specifically, because that's what I saw in the first tarot spread. And so for me, this presence of somebody potentially in their family, maybe not the very close relatives, but maybe the more extended relatives, let's say, somebody that could interfere somehow. And of course, if you already know your future spouse, you'll know who this person could be, if that's your case, of course, again. And I also see this falseness. So there may be two people that possibly like a masculine energy and a feminine energy that are not really very honest and very clear about the fact that they probably somehow disagree or disapprove of you two coming together. And one of them, the masculine energy, could be somebody that has, let's say, like an official position. This could be somebody that works in the army, somebody that works in the, in the military forces, or in somebody that works in the police, or a judge, or somebody official, some official figure, then maybe they are a couple, I'm not sure. I mean, that obviously will depend on each one of you. This could be two separate people that have nothing to do with each other, but there is definitely around your future spouse this energy of somebody being false, deceitful. And then there is this so this is giving this type of energy. I feel it's creating some form of blockage in your connection, even just energetically, even just as an influence. It doesn't have to be that it's going to block entirely your union, because I see this happening and people celebrating. And then I also see this malady, which talks about somebody being sick, and there is a child here. So I don't know if that has to be doing with the fact that maybe after giving birth to a child, there is going to be a time where you or your future spouse, depending on who is giving the birth to the child, will have to recuperate energy and therefore rest in bed. Or if there is something else to do with somebody sick when a child is present, is already a certain age, maybe like a young toddler or a young child. Anyway, it will be different for all of you. So I'm not going to go in further details, but this is what I see through these cards. Now, I'm going to conclude this reading by giving you a message from the angels. So to sum it up, basically what I see, your future spouse, deep feelings for you, are deep feelings of love and affection and, physical compatibility. So this love will be manifested in a lot of sensual encounters as well. But what I feel like is this great sense of support that you offer them is what really makes them feel understood, listened to, and and valued, really valued, so as a person. And it's going to boost their confidence, power, sense of empowerment, sense of control of the situation of their own life. And it's going to bring to a huge transformation in the life of you both. But what's your message from the angels? Let's see. 0808. Swift action, wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, inner strength, auspicious outcomes. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. So I feel like for many of you, you already are coming close to meeting your future spouse, because there is this last sentence saying that you basically are in the thought of somebody special already, which is your future spouse. So pile 2, this was your message, this was your reading. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate the support for my work. And share with this with anyone you think could benefit from this reading, as my intention is to bring clarity to anyone that needs it. And please leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you thought about this, if it resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself and have a great day. Hi Paltri, welcome to your reading. You picked the sapphire ring, which I'm going to wear now, and the tiger's eye, and this third party card, which says you may be dealing with a karmic situation. So this Paltri could mean several things, of course. Third party could be that when you meet your future spouse, maybe they're already married and then they will divorce, or it could be that the energy of an ex still lingers in in their energy, as let's say sometimes we drag from past relationships some residual energy in our own. We carry it in our own energy, even if that partner is no longer in our life. Or it could be some other third party interference. This could be that work gets in the way, or maybe let's say like a dominant parent could be interfering. It could be many different things for many of you. This is a collective reading for many people, so only take what resonates with you. But let's see more in details about this. And I feel with this tiger's eye that you, Paltri, are going to look through whatever this third-party interference and karmic tie is there, and you're going to really be very discerning. I feel you're going to have your intuition right on point on what is necessary for you to do in order to face this situation. But let's now check what are your future spouse's deepest feelings for you during your married life together. So let's see, Spirit for pile 3, what are these deepest feelings of their future spouse? Ace of Air, Temptation, that's the devil energy. The Hanged Man, the Eight of Fire at the bottom, followed by Love, and by the Call, which is Judgment. There is also the Empress energy, so I'm going to take it. So what I see here, pile 3, is that your energy is extremely powerful. Your presence in your future spouse's life is very significant. You will have a significant impact in your future spouse's life when you get married and you live together, because we have so many major arcana, which is the Lovers, the Judgment, the Empress, and the Young Man, and as well as the Devil. So there is an enormous amount of expansion that you two are going to experience together. So your future spouse, the deepest feelings for you are that they feel they met the one that you are, the one that was meant for them. So the one person they were looking for, you basically cover everything that they desired in a person. You are like this tempting apple of Eden that they want to take a bite of. The passion between you two is overwhelming. I mean, I have the Lovers as well as the Devil card. This is an extreme amount of visceral, carnal, raw desire that you two share for each other. So it's very instinctive and very deep as well, because this love card, it shows the feelings of love that bloom between you two. There is also a lot of clarity of mind about the fact that you are changing their world. You are completely bringing your future spouse in a new version of themselves, in a new dimension. You're sort of this breakthrough that shifts their life in a completely new direction for them. And you do that by just being yourself and sitting in your very empowered energy. Now that's regardless of your gender. This is the energy of the nurturer, the person that is capable to welcome their future spouse and to bring a lot of expansion, a lot of prosperity in their life. So the amount of major arcana really tells me that this is huge for your future spouse. Like the feelings that they have for you, the deepest feelings are very, very deep. These feelings of love run very deep for you. And they are also immersed in a lot of passion, because 8 of Fire, Devil card, Lover's card, that's like a huge amount of like eruptive passion for you. So it's sort of really incontainable. It's undeniable. It's a call. It's a call to you. It's like you call them like a beautiful melody that calls you in. You know, it's like when they listen to your voice, they're mesmerized. They're just entranced in your energy. Your energy is like all enwrapping, and they just can't stay without it. They can't live without you, basically, through these cards, what I'm getting. And this is why they are going to decide to get married with you, because they just can't live without you. Let's clarify with more tarot cards. You see the way this lady is wrapping her hands around this man. Now, that's how contagious your energy is. It's like, it's just something they don't want to free themselves from, your energy. So that's just the feeling I'm getting. There is all this embracing the temptation. You're like a treasure, a discovery, and embracing each other in this passionate calm, as well as calm. Like this gives a sense of peace, this card. Like this is true love. This is like that feeling when you are hugging each other and you're just, without even saying it, you just like transmit that energy of love to each other, you know. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful energy I'm reading here. So let me see what confirmation we can get. Okay, so we have these two cards. Let's see. Eight of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords again. Look at the synchronicity here. Confirmation. Ace of Swords. Yeah, they don't have any doubts in their mind that you are the one that is pulling them out of their own misery. You know, pulling them out of that state in which they were feeling lonely. Remember that card? Oh, actually, sorry. I haven't yet shown you the... Because I was thinking of the oracle cards which I already have meditated on. Yeah, this is the card I was referring to. I feel like with this passionate art which represents you, pile 3, it says use your voice to wake up others. So again, there is this message about the voice that I spoke about since the beginning with the call. And I feel like you are going to awaken. Now, this is a lady represented by you, could be a man watching and still be valid, you know, for you. You, with your voice, are going to wake up your future spouse. This is the realization you're going to bring them to the fact that they need to cut out the past that was putting them in a place of dissatisfaction. I also see with the devil card that there could have been some form of toxicity in their past, something that was anyway binding them. You know, the devil card also talks about being bound to certain either limiting beliefs or certain past history. It could be family history, it could be beliefs of some sort that kind of restricts you. And actually this is confirmed because I want to show you the next oracle card that really talks about this, because we have this oracle card here. We have this one that says don't let your past hold you back. So this is that karma that we were talking about when we were discussing about the third party situation, the karmic tie. That is this past of your future spouse that is creating, like at the beginning when you meet, that could hold them back, that could create a blockage. And there is this religious factors. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Now, this can be read in several different ways, in my opinion. This could be that you two come from different religions, and therefore that this could represent sort of a cultural or religious difference that could be an obstacle, hypothetically, of you two coming together. But this could also be what I was talking about, a limiting belief that stems from childhood way of being brought up, that could influence your love story. So there is definitely something to do with your future spouse's past that is a karmic tie that they need to release in order to progress in the connection with you, because this karmic tie is what has put them in a place of not knowing how to move forward. But when they will meet you, pile 3, they will gain this clarity. You are going to be this wake-up call for your future spouse. So their deepest feelings for you are that you represent for them a very important moment of growth and of understanding of things that they couldn't see by themselves. They were very confused about certain things, and when you come in their life, you're going to help them to go through this process, because you're guiding them through your voice. You're guiding them to wake up, to follow this judgment call about their own life. And this will really make them want to therefore build with you. With this Eight of Pentacles, your future spouse is going to be willing to work with you in order to free themselves from whatever it is that is blocking them. In fact, I feel like one of the blockages of your future spouse is the need to be in control. And here it says surrender. I can release my need to control. So your future spouse is learning to be more relaxed, to be more of a explorer, a wanderer. And why am I saying this? Because I have another oracle card here which also explains this explorer card. So you're gonna put your future spouse in such a good place emotionally that they're gonna feel like they can expand their horizon. You see again the Empress energy of expansion. Expand their horizon compared to what they were limited to see. You know, like behind this cloud of confusion, what is behind it? So your future spouse with you will gain this clarity. We saw the Ace of Swords twice. And are gonna really start seeing, because now look at this oracle card, it's all coming together. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. You're really going to represent this wake-up call for your future spouse that is going to help them understand what they were missing. There was something really difficult for them to understand about their life and what they needed to change. And you are helping them and guiding them through this process and helping them to see clearly. So your future spouse therefore will really feel an extreme amount of feel attachment to you, because they feel this is extremely positive for their own life. They are with these other tarot cards, they're closing an old cycle that was keeping them stuck in a loop. They are recognizing the people or the mentality that was making them walk away from their actual direction in life, from the direction that they were meant to be taking, the direction in which they will manifest everything that they wish for. So this will happen together with you, and they're going to in fact start exploring the many skills that they probably weren't exploring as much. Here it says the lights in the arts without having to be a professional. So again, there is this concept about you really helping your future spouse in surrendering to the flow of life, that they don't need to have control about everything. They don't need to be perfect at everything. They might have had an enormous amount of pressure growing up, having to perform in a certain way, like having, I don't know, good grades or gaining a certain status, a certain job, or a certain position. I feel like this pressure they had, and they actually now can delve into different discoveries about things that they enjoy doing in life and have this explorer mindset. And a networker enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So I feel this is your energy of the networker. You have this empathic nature, and you are going to share important information with your future spouse, which is going to represent a huge amount of guidance for them. And this will make your future spouse decide to navigate their life with more purpose, with the purpose that actually makes them feel happy. Closing again. Look how many closure cards we had. The world here, Then we have the closure card. I think there is another card that talks about closure. Yeah, look, this is another sequence that talks about closure. Cutting ties with the ship, cutting ties from the past, from a troublesome past represented by the mountains in the back of the picture here. 10 of, this is wands, something heavy that was really bringing them down. Actually, 10 of swords, even, it's even heavier. You know, they probably felt like even betrayed by some people around them, because we got also that card of the betrayal, the 7 of voices, which is the 7 of swords. So this is talking about them having experienced some form of betrayal, and then coming into this beautiful union with you, feeling protected by your energy, feeling like this strong bond with you, which then will become official in the form of a marriage. This is the symbol of eternal unity. And this is the Ace of Wands. So this is the passionate beginning that you represent, but that is going to bring an eternal and very significant change in their life that is going to last for your entire life together. This is a symbol of, going the long run together. So you're not going to split with your future spouse, you're going to be together for life. And you're going to be basing your relationship on friendship and forming this family. The family card came out, so forming a beautiful family together, which is going to bring a lot of happiness to both of you. Your future spouse feels very deeply for you because they feel this energy of compassion that comes from you, this empathic nature which I talked about earlier, and they feel like you're freeing them. You see, there's this word of freedom, and they feel like they can let go of the past and forgive whomever may have betrayed them, as we saw before. And they're going to embrace all their passions, interests. They're basically going to be reborn in a new dimension where they are actually even enjoying life more. I feel like this person didn't know how to enjoy life. They had too much control of everything, had to perform, had to kind of always give some sort of form of results. And now they can instead enjoy hobbies, sports, favorite pastimes, follow their passion, follow their interests. And we have the world. The world, this card, the world, this is the third time that the world comes out, but as well, this particular card represents the discovery of new worlds, new dimensions through you, pile 3. And there is also these emotions are running high, so this is the very strong love emotions that your future spouse feels for you. And you bring this discernment. You see how the Ace of Swords comes out through this card as well. So this is the third confirmation about you helping your future spouse to discern between things that they need to clear out from their past. You have a past life relationship bond, so your future spouse, one of the deepest feelings that they feel for you is that you two have known each other before. There is this strong sense of familiarity. Probably it's kind of inexplicable, but it's there. You two just feel like you already know each other. You already have spent lifetimes together. And then there is this sense of forgiveness. So your future spouse is finally able to forgive and let go of the past. There is a very strong sense of you helping them to move on, to find their balance, and to take a breather. You see, they start living again. They start enjoying life. I want to clarify with another tarot spread. And then I'm going to go into the last part, which is more detailed about some specific details about your love story as a married couple together. So for whomever feels like watching this part, which is extremely specific, you can watch it if you feel like. Look at this bond, the Six of Cups. This talks again about past lives, soulmates coming together into union. King of Pentacles. I want to get more cards and then start talking about this other tarot spread. Look, the Ten of Cups. This family, with the family card, that's confirmation of the family card. This is exactly the same energy. Let's see more if we get more confirmations. The Empress comes out again, confirmation. Okay, a few more cards are coming. The Four of Swords, the feeling of balance, the regaining of serenity after this process of healing. The Three of Pentacles, a brilliant partnership between you two based on very good teamwork, cooperation, teamwork, the friendship card. And also the Page of Pentacles. So take your position in this spread as you wish. I see two energies, masculine and feminine, very strong, very powerful. You, if you're specifically if you're a woman watching for your husband could have very strong earth energy in their chart. And if you're a masculine watching for a wife, your wife could have a strong Taurus placement in her chart. But regardless of these details, what I see here is a beautiful couple that is going to create a really happy family, because you two feel you found the missing pieces in each other. You bring this energy of expansion, pile 3, this energy of beauty, natural beauty in your future spouse's life. And you bring an energy of like this kind of fixed energy, like I'm here for you, and nothing will remove me from this position that I want to have with you, this position in your life. Like I want to be here for you, I want to be there for you. But it's reciprocal, because the King of Pentacles is also an energy of I'm here for you, I'm a solid rock. So you two represent a stable partner for life, for each other. And so the deepest feelings is that nothing can break this connection, nothing can break this bond in your relationship. You two are just meant for each other. And so giving to each other, it's something that naturally occurs. And wanting to share feelings with each other is not something that naturally occurs. So there is therefore there is no need of control, because this is happening in such a spontaneous and beautiful way that there is just like it's just life taking its course. So that's what I see now. I'm gonna clear this out, and if you feel like you want to stop here, I'm going to ask you to please like this video if you like the message, and to subscribe the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate anyone who've supported my work so far. And for the ones of you that feel like watching the more specific detailed message, I'm going to now clear this board and I'm going to put on the other cards. Okay, Patrice, so here is your specific message, more detailed, about your love story. So we have the love card, which was clarified by the community card. Then we have the prison card, which was clarified by the expectation. Then we have the friend card, which was clarified by the mature man. The lover, clarified by the wealthy man. The old woman, clarified by the house and the lovers and the unexpected income. And then we have the constancy card, clarified by the pathway and the false person. Okay, so pile 3, what I see here is a love story that starts with you two meeting each other, possibly in your community. So this love, the Cupid's arrows will be shot, will be striking you both as you meet within your community. But then there's going to be some time where you and your future spouse will experience some form of blockage with this prison, some form of blockage due to this third-party influence, which will be very specific for each of you, so I'm not going to try to explain what exactly it is. So there is going to be a time where you will be sort of waiting for your future spouse to release what they need to release, that devil energy of being bound, and you're going to build a friendship together. I see a feminine and a masculine energy now. Doesn't really matter where you see yourself, as the mature man or this lovely gentle lady, doesn't matter. You're going to build a friendship, and then you're going to become lovers, and your future spouse, or you, depending on who you are in this picture, is going to be wealthy. So somebody that has accumulated a level of wealth. Now, what I see is that these blockages, due to the interference of a false person, which is the third party interference. Now, regardless of who this person is, these blockages are going to be overcome by the two of you by being constant in the interest with each other, which is going to lead to a path of transformation represented by these butterflies, a transformation towards you two coming into union, which is going to be helped as well by the presence of an old woman, an old feminine energy, which is going to help you with building, either buying a house, either building a house, or inheriting a house, because you're going to receive an unexpected income from this woman. This could be a grandmother, a mother, I don't know, but it could be different for many of you. But this is going to help you two, the lovers, to build a home, because this is an unexpected gift. So I see this blockage of the third party being eventually removed through a series of events that are going to work together to bring you to the proper union, to the marriage, and to forming that family that we saw many times in the previous spreads. So this actually ties in really well with the rest of the reading, I feel. And this third part is just going to then be left in the past. So this is what I see, pile 3. If it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I would love to actually hear from you and understand if any of this made sense to you. And please leave me a like if you like this message. Share this with anyone you think could benefit from watching this, as my intention is to bring clarity to anyone that needs it. And please subscribe to my channel to support my work. I appreciate anyone who took the steps already to do that. Thank you again so much for watching, and until the next time, take good care of yourself and have a great day.